Tonight's programme is brought to you in association with Be Heard Clothing Glasgow. That's beheardclothing.co.uk, the official sponsors of the NMF podcast with Dennis Devlin.
Much more sexy tracks coming up.
Well, good evening and welcome to the NMF podcast with me, Dennis Devlin, in association with beheardclothing.co.uk, and tonight we are reviewing the critically acclaimed Song from a Common Man, the album by Stuart and Wolfenden. And telling us a little bit about it, here is Stuart.
Yeah, the album is basically a collection of real life experiences and observations that we turned into song and verse. Mine and Darren's life thus far, I suppose. The title is an attempt in exercising humility, really, as the main contributors to the album. Darren Lamberton, Steve Boyce Buckler, the producer, myself, we're just regular guys from working class backgrounds, common men, I suppose you could say. And the simple picture on the front, we hope most people will recognise as me. It's a simple picture, simple title. Basically gives you exactly what it says on the tin, but we hope, you know, that there's some surprises and you find you're quite surprised by the songs and the album, really. And we hope that we find an audience for the music and you come on this journey with us and you enjoy it. And that's it, yeah. So we really hope you enjoy listening to this podcast, and we hope you enjoy listening to the album Song from a Common Man. Thanks very much.
Feeling nothing, no desire to take on any form. In the space between you stare through your coffee, wondering now why I'll never make you warm. Was I really the one you wanted to hold, or something in your hands for you to mold? If I stay like clay, if I stay like clay, one more day like clay, you can never hurt me again. There's no tears like a door left unopened, no more feelings left to keep me in the game, and the loss is understood but unspoken. Nothing comes from bitterness and pain. Now the memories are gone and life starts again, knowing without change there'll be no end. If I stay like clay, if I stay like clay, one more day like clay, you can never hurt me again. If I stay like clay, if I stay like clay, one more day like clay, to grow like clay, hard and cold like clay, grey and old like clay. I will never feel love again.
Well, that's absolutely beautifully written. That is Clay from Stuart Wolfenden, from this amazing album, which we are reviewing just now, Songs from a Common Man. When you hear that orchestra introducing the song, bringing it to life slowly within violins, you know you're into something special. It takes you back to a time when orchestras played alongside some of the greatest singers in the world. And that's emotional. That's what you want to hear. You know you're listening to something amazing, something magical. The song, of course, is a story about switching off your emotions with the risk of turning them back on. Written, of course, by Stuart and the amazingly talented Darren Lamberton. You instantly feel the pain and sorrow and the emotion of the song's character, and you find yourself reflecting on moments in your own life. Of course, like all songs, it's open to your interpretation, and this song leaves you with the ability to choose your own emotion, your own feeling. Classically written, beautifully delivered. Moving on with this, another 3 songs in a row back to back in this breathtaking new song. This is the man I want to be, from Stuart.
Much more sexy tracks coming up.
Birdsong shatters the still existence without identity. Where's the man I wanted to be? Till lights flashing through my mind, I still recall the times I've cried. Is there still a place for me? I wish my father could see. Oceans full of tears, still nobody hears. Just when I'm free of pain, one look crushes me again. Stepping out on that open road, is this the day that you take my soul? Stepping out on that open road, is this the day, will you take my soul? Seems so bright, I see the bird song turn to flight. The better man I wanted to be. Looks like there's a chance for me. Tail lights flashing through my mind. I can't recall the times I've cried. A change in my identity. Here's the man I found in me. Oceans are full of tears. Still nobody is. Just when I'm free of pain, one look crushes me again. Stepping out on that open road. Is this the day that you take my soul? Stepping out on that open road. Is this the day, will you take my soul? Is this the day, will you take my soul? Is this the day, will you take my soul?
Much more sexy tracks coming up.
Words are just emotions in an open book. Grazing eyes passes by trying to look. Broken hearts, bitter loss takes me again. The thought that will never end. Seems like there's nowhere to hide. Just how I'm feeling inside. Feelings run deep, like the mountain lake. And healing takes time. Naked trees, winter's descent. I'm still waiting for the thaw that will never end. light. Feelings run deep, like a mountain lake, and healing takes time. How long must I wait? Sometimes I'm lost in the night. Sometimes I reach for the light. Feelings run deep, like a mountain lake. Healing takes time. How long must I wait? Feelings run deep, like the mountain lake. Healing takes time.
Much more sexy tracks coming up.
Tried to gamble, I never crossed the line. I never been a dreamer, I never had the time. You close your eyes, you close in time, and every day starts the same. I wonder why you got no life, and it's never gonna change. No, it's never gonna change. It's never gonna change. Just another day for the missionary man, trying to keep his soul together, doing all the same things at the same time like a missionary man. It's just another day for the missionary man, trying to keep his soul together, doing all the same things at the same time like a missionary man. You better make a plan. Better make a plan, better make a plan, better make a plan. Ooh, you better make a plan. Lying on the top again, like 1,000 times before, dreaming you're a lover, while she dreams that she's a whore. And everybody that's tasted her always wants to try again. Your little wife has got no life, and it's never gonna change. No, it's never gonna change. Never gonna change. Ooh, never gonna change. No, it's never gonna change. Never gonna change. You can drown yourself in comforts to hide away your fears. Dream about your future, wishing away the years when
tracks coming up.
It's sale time at Beehead Clothing Glasgow. That's beeheadclothing.co.uk with 50% off all kids clothing. Just enter promo code KIDS50 at beeheadclothing.co.uk. And remember, let's speak up at Beehead. Beehead Clothing Glasgow. beeheadclothing.co.uk.
Oh no! Little Timmy's got hold of a marker pen. My wall looks like a colouring book. What am I going to do?
Flash! Cleans up the impossible. Wow, he's really made a mess. It's a pain, but we won't stress. In the hole, he's drawn overall on the wall. Lots of scrolls, but we can clean this up.
Flash Magic Eraser, we love you.
Flash! Cleans up the impossible.
It's sale time at Beehead Clothing Glasgow. That's beeheadclothing.co.uk with 50% off all kids clothing. Just enter promo code KIDS50 at beeheadclothing.co.uk. And remember, let's speak up at Beehead. Beehead Clothing Glasgow. beeheadclothing.co.uk. Tonight's programme is brought to you in association with Beehead Clothing Glasgow. That's beeheadclothing.co.uk, the official sponsors of the NMF podcast with Dennis Devlin.
Playing the hits and your favorites of yesterday and today.
Well, that's The Missionary Man, and before that, of course, we had Feelings Run Deep, and kicking in 3 songs off in a row back to back was The Man I Want to Be. The sound of the beach, children playing and the waters caressing the shore is the warm greeting you get before the beautiful sound of the mild acoustics and electrics kick in just as Stuart softly begins to tease the story of love, healing and reflection, making this a lovely, heartwarming little track. I enjoyed that. Listening to Feelings Run Deep, it's a great track that takes you on a journey right from the start. You hear the almost Hawaiian intro and that melodic beat. You know, this in whole is a loving and caring track that wouldn't necessarily be out of place on a Sunday afternoon on Radio 2 while sitting in the garden in a lovely summer's afternoon. The Missionary Man is just as amazing. That long, almost Clapton-esque guitar intro before you're greeted with this almost country lovers rock beat that is ticking along nicely, just to be greeted by this deep south acoustic melody. And Stuart then takes you on a journey about losing sight of life and a story of habit and expectation in the hectic robotic routine. These are Stuart's words, of course. For me, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It took me deep south. I thought I was driving my pickup truck with my arm out and would happily be listening to that by the campfire even after a long drive. Cracking little track, beautifully written, beautifully put together, and definitely has Darren's influence in there. You can feel it, you can hear it, and hopefully you'll listen to this track and think the same. We'll continue with another 3 songs in a row back to back with this one.
Playing the hits and your favorites of yesterday and today.
Much more sexy tracks coming up.
Where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? The mountains that I've climbed, the mountains that I've climbed. Lord, please tell me, where do I go from here? Where do you go from here? Where do you go from here?
Where do you go from here?
The mountains that you've climbed to keep the devil from my sight, and to be with me. So stay with me one last time. And tell me why we think too much when enough's enough. I'm begging on my knees, waiting for your love. Waiting for your love. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? To the light we long to find, and the love that makes us shine. So darling, stay with me one last time. So darling, walk with me one last time. Darling, have faith in me one last time.
Playing the hits and your favorites of yesterday and today.
Darkness calls again. So hard to love when you see the wrong. What's going on? Eyes of hate, hearts of stone, cut your fingers to the bone. Trees for they grow, barren fields, no
terrified, with 3 or 4 guys behind him, chasing him with weapon, with machete. And that guy came, and the sister stopped these 4 guys. She calmed them down, and she touched one of them on the head here. She said, "My son, it's going to be okay. Just leave that guy, man." And I went. I never know what happened to that guy.
You see the wrong, Lord, what's going on? If we pray for a better day, then maybe we can see the light.
Playing the hits and your favorites of yesterday and today.
Every day I watch you crash and burn. I'll brave the silence and await my turn. For the moment I can set you free. And give to you a memory of how it used to be. Flavor from the ice cream van, walking beaches in the Isle of Man. We'll leave our footprints in the sand and look out to the sea. Park the car inside the parking lot, make a journey to your favorite spot. Just you and me, like it used to be, locked hand in hand on a blanket, sat beside the sea. You used a sofa when I made your bed. I make you breakfast and you hold your head. Watch the TV and I watch you stare. Look for comfort but there's nothing there. Any flavor from the ice cream van, walking beaches in the Isle of Man. We'll leave our footprints in the sand and look out to the sea. Car inside the parking lot, make a journey to your favorite spot. Just you and me, like it used to be, locked hand in hand on a blanket, sat beside the sea. Help me understand, baby, what you're looking for. Once upon a time, I was all you ever needed. chance of holding hands. Let me know I'm still the man to keep you safe and warm, free from harm. Hold you close on a blanket, sat beside the sea.
Playing the hits and your favorites of yesterday and today.
And there we have 3 more beautiful tracks from the amazing, critically acclaimed album by Stuart Wolfenden, Songs from a Common Man. It's been a great journey tonight, and we finished it off with Blanket by the Sea, Tall Trees, and One Last Time kicked off the 3 songs in a row back to back. In closing, what can I say about this album that probably hasn't already been said by a million experts? And as I'm no expert, in my opinion, it's a thoroughly enjoyable album. It's a fantastic CD cover. If you have already got it, you'll know what I mean. If you haven't, it comes beautifully packaged with a lovely photograph, beautifully taken, elegantly taken, with some lovely little lyrics inside, and just like CD covers used to be. It's like a little booklet. It's definitely got vinyl written all over it and would make a superb vinyl cover. The album is beautiful, the lyrics are fantastic, and Stuart and Darren do a fantastic job. In my opinion, it takes me back to a time when I was just a young boy, lying in my bed on a Sunday morning. I could smell the bacon, the sausage and the eggs, the potato scones and the black pudding cooking away. I could hear the music playing and I could hear my dad singing to my mum. And this would be the album that would be playing. This would be their love songs. This is what they would be singing. This would be their Sunday morning album. And for me, that makes it quite unique and very special. I'm Dennis Devlin. This is the NMF podcast in association with bheadclothing.co.uk. Thank you, Stuart Wolfenden, and thank you everybody involved with the production of such a fantastic album. If you haven't already heard it, it's on Spotify right now. That's Stuart Wolfenden.